Friend of mine, is this thing on? A friend of mine asked me, she saw some of the early videos and she asked, I'm still not sure why you do meditation, mindfulness, etc., etc. And I really appreciated that feedback because I'm just really trying to unpack some stuff that I've been working on for 20 years, and it's not going to come out in 3 easy to swallow videos. And why I do it is because it gives me more joy. And that's kind of misleading because joy isn't something that's given to you like a new car or a new TV or delicious pizza. Joy is something that's uncovered. Happiness is a codependent thing. I'm not knocking happiness, but it's not all the way. Happiness is, okay, I got this person in my bed, I got this amount of money in my bank account, I got this food in front of me, etc. And happiness and happenstance are pretty close as far as words are. And that's sort of what it is. It's like I got this checklist, and because these things are checked off, happiness happens, happiness results. Again, I'm not knocking it, but it's not the full way. Joy is independent. Happiness is codependent. Joy is independent. Joy is who we are. Joy is just uncovered in our natural state. Well, joy is a lot of the time covered, like you see the clouds behind me covering the blue sky. It's kind of gnarly. It's beautiful. I kind of lucked out. But if you only saw clouds, you just wouldn't think the blue sky is there. You wouldn't believe in it, but the blue sky is always there. The clouds can obscure it many, many times. And you can even believe that the clouds are all there is, but it doesn't change the blue sky. Just like it doesn't change not seeing right or being deluded or psychologically asleep or forgetting or being unconscious doesn't change our natural state of joy, love, creativity. That's always there. We might not remember it, but that's the fantastic thing about forgetting. It helps you remember if you do it right. So, one of the times when I felt the most joy, I was probably the brokest I've ever been. I was dusty and living in a trailer on an orchard, and I was not very good at picking apples, but I tried really hard. And I was just joyful. I would come home and this joy would just descend on me. I just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have any money. I almost felt sheepish by this joy. I felt slightly embarrassed, like, who me? Who am I? Who me? Who am I to deserve this joy? But that's the whole point. You don't have to be worthy of who you really are. You just are that. That's a great thing. And you don't have to work and create this 5-year plan in the future because it's just now. It's only now. It's always now. Always accessible now for every single human being. So yeah, I guess I wanted to talk to my friend and just say I do it so that I can feel more love for myself, for others, feel more joy, and feel more creativity. It's not always like that. Bad shit's gonna happen. I still mess up. Pain still happens. I lose people. We're all going to lose people. We're all going to have our hearts broken. We're all going to get let down. But I just don't. I don't wallow as much in it. I appreciate it. And I take responsibility when I fuck up. More often than not. But I have my pain without extra pain, without suffering. And suffering is just sort of like identifying with pain. It's sort of, it's where you pay more than you need to pay. And that creativity, that love, that joy, that alignment that we are is always now, because that's what we come from. You know, I don't use the word God that much, but you can use it if you want. Universe, great spirit, nature, all of it. We come from that. We are that. We're indivisible from that, inexorably linked. And so searching for that is kind of ironic, because it's like that old story of the beggar who's been sitting on this box for decades and begging and just living a pretty hard scrabble life, and that person comes and just says, have you checked the box you're sitting on? Meanwhile, it's full of rubies and sapphires and wonderful diamonds, and he goes, oh, I've been sitting on them all my life and I never noticed. That's really how it is. And so doing mindfulness is just to remember to come back to that more and more. It's not every moment. Again, I do mess up in my life, but I'm getting better. I'm using that muscle more and more of coming back to remembering that I am love and joy and consciousness, and I've got every right to feel that and know that and to share that and to own that, you know? So I wasn't feeling too great a couple hours ago. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a video, but I knew I was good. I was probably going to be lucky with a sunset, with a nice sky. It's changing. The clouds are changing, going across the blue sky, just like thoughts and feelings and emotions go across our stuff. But the blue sky is always under it. But I felt like it would be fun, to be honest. It's a passion, and why not move towards that and give ourselves a little kindness and to give to people what I might not have felt that I had a couple hours ago, some peace and joy and love. But I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling a lot more. And I guess to sum up, it might seem really trite, and you know, someone watching this might go, well, that's all well and good, but I'm just not feeling it now. And that's totally fair. Yeah, I wish I could reach out and just give you some right now. But what I do know, and I have learned the last couple years, is that a lot of the time when we're really feeling down, we can be a lot kinder to ourselves. We can start there. A lot of the time it's because we're being hard on ourselves, which is a habit. That can be our normal for some of us. That's a habit, being hard on ourselves, and that doesn't get us anywhere. We think it does because we're taught to, and it's not our fault. But if we can slowly unclench a little bit and, you know, straighten out the clenched fist and open up the fist into a palm, you know, and you can kind of open it up and feel how easy that is, and relax your shoulders and go, okay, in this moment, how can I be a little kinder to myself? Is that available? Do I understand that, first of all? Maybe you just start intellectually, and I understand that intellectually that's a good thing. Okay. Dope. Now, what's the next step? Emotionally, can I take a look at that? That might be tough, but we try to zoom out a little bit more and realize that we're probably trying too hard most of the time. I think we try way too hard most of the time, and We try to clench our way into peace and into joy, and it slips through our fingers, but it's always there. You just gotta open up a little bit. That might be all well and good for someone out there who's really going through it, but yeah, I just wanted to say that I empathize, and I've been there, and I have learned that I am hard on myself, too hard on myself. And I would really like to be kinder to myself. So if I was easy on myself, I think it would be easier to be easy on other people. It would be easier on other people if I was easy on myself. Makes sense? It's a start. It's a start. So, yeah. Being kinder to myself in this moment was actually coming up and doing this video because it's what I like doing. I'm getting slowly better at it, and it's making a little more sense. But it's fun. I mean, even warts and all, it's just a lot of fun. To find that fun, that's a bit of joy. That's a bit of truth. That's a bit of creativity. That's a bit of love and clarity. You know what else helps? Got myself an ice cream. Foolproof when all else fails. So I hope you're well. And I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Even half as much as I am. I hope the sound is coming through. I'm not supposed to be up here on the roof. But I wish you joy. But it's always there, so it's inevitable. Yeah, that'll do. Good luck out there.